Divas, what's up? It's your girl Diva and welcome back to Diva's house. And it's time for Diary of an At-Home Mom. So it's been a while since I've done one of these, and I think I'm either gonna just do it twice a month or once a month, but I really didn't have much to tell you guys last month. So let's dive into this mom's story.
It's Diva's house. I'm crazy about my makeup. I'm swaying on the regular. Baby, don't you ever think that I'm not kidding? It's Diva's house. Like, comment, subscribe. Ladies, stop by. You know I'm giving you life. My channel's everything. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. My channel's everything. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's Diva's house.
Alright, Diva, so I'm back. So not much has been going on in the terms of being at home because I'm really not at home that much anymore. I work pretty much anywhere from 3 to 4 days a week, and baby girl goes to daycare, and the days that I'm off she stays home with me, and the days her dad, if he's off during the week, she stays home with him, just so because I only have her on going to daycare 3 days a week. This week she's going to daycare 4 days a week because he's not off one of the days in the week, so I do have to pay extra for her to just be a drop in one of those days. But I don't know if it was a big deal. It probably would have been a big deal to some. Kind of bothered me a little bit because I dropped her off one morning and the owner, it's out of her home, I've told you guys this quite a few times, she was on the phone having a conversation, and the kids were in the daycare space playing and doing whatever and watching. She had TV on, so they was watching like Disney stuff in the morning. But she was on the phone. And so I walk in, she's on the phone having a conversation with whoever she's having a conversation with. I take my daughter's coat off, put it in her thing, put her stuff away, and I kind of waited because I still had a little bit of time before I had to be at work. But she was on the phone the whole time that, you know, I'm dropping my daughter off, so I didn't feel comfortable just leaving her and she's on the phone and she's not watching any of the kids in there, and there's no other adult in there with them. So I kind of just waited, and she got off the phone. I signed my daughter in, gave her a kiss, and said, have a good day, and I left. So I pick her up. I get off of work most cases at 2. I come home and do some things before I go pick her up because around that time they're usually about napping, and I don't want to have to wake her up because then she comes home and she still wants to fall asleep later. So I go pick her up that afternoon, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I was on the phone with the people with insurance because our car got towed or whatever. Granted, I understand you work from home, this is your home business, so that affords you some opportunities to do some things that you probably wouldn't be able to do at a regular job. But if you're the only adult and this is your daycare, I'm gonna need you not to be on the phone when I'm dropping my child off. Like, I understand you need to take care of this stuff, but at the same time, you have children in here. Now, suppose those kids were just in that space getting into something, or somebody got hurt and you're on the phone because you're not in the room with them. Kind of had an issue with that. So I didn't address it. I just left it as is. And like I said, she apologized when I went to go pick her up that afternoon. Now, this is the month of March, and there are going to be some days that I have to take off because she will be closed. One of them being Good Friday. Now, I know there's a good possibility that if I don't just go ahead and take it off, I would have to work. But she's closed on Good Friday. By choice, for religion. And I get it, because a lot of people say Christians don't take off for their religious holidays and stuff, and everybody else gets to take theirs, and so forth and so forth and so forth. Then I have to sacrifice 2 more days, I believe in April the 7th and the 8th, because she has to be able to take vacation, and she didn't do it all in one shot, so hers is spread out. So it's another 2 days that I have to sacrifice. I don't know how I feel about it, but I understand. Like, my cousin had to let me know, well, she knows she's entitled to these things. Okay, fine. But you work from home. Okay, no problem. My other dilemma is I need to pick up another second job. This job that I have right now at Old Navy just affords me enough to pay for her daycare. So really I'm not making or saving any money because I'm paying it off to daycare. So I'm trying to figure out where can I fit it in, because I still have to be able to pick her up at 6. And I guess not really work too much on the weekends, because my job now, I've been getting off the weekends, which has been lovely. So I don't have to ask family members to watch her on the weekends, or worry about they're going to tell me no because they got their own things to do. So yeah, that's my dilemma. So, and I know it sounds better just to say, Diva, just look for a full-time job and not try to work 2 part-time jobs. Trust me, y'all. I have been looking, but I'm not getting callbacks. I'm not even, and then the one opportunity, I don't know if you guys, I told you guys about the bridal shop interview I went on. So it went really well, and then for whatever reason, the manager, her boss, told her to put a freeze on hiring, which I thought was very odd, because she doesn't have an assistant manager. She is the only manager, but she has key holders in her store that can open and close the store and do the functions as need be. So it was almost like it was a waste of time, because you put a freeze on hiring for 1 to 2 months. Yes, I made a very good impression on her. Like, she forgot about everything that she should have either given me to sign, or questions she probably need to ask, because I commanded that interview. Like, I ran the show. I told her what I was there for, because she wasn't really trying to interview me for the assistant manager position, because their company wants you to have 10 years of experience. I have a little bit less than 10 years, but I've worked in retail for a long time. And I worked in a bridal shop for almost 4 years. Most of that as a service supervisor, which was now considered the 3rd assistant manager for David's Bridals. So I'm like, in that time you're gonna forget. And I can't hold up my life waiting on a position. I have to keep applying to hopefully something will open up. So for right now, I'm gonna try to find another part-time job and do what I have to do to make things a little bit easier and better for my husband, and of course me taking care of my daughter, and for myself, because it's always something that I want, and I like to be able to purchase it for myself. So yeah, that's what's been going on. Baby girl went to a new doctor, because it's been a while since I talked to you guys. She's seen a new doctor, and she goes back again for her 6 months visit. She's hitting all her milestones. Oh, here was a question that I want to know. If any of you moms who are on WIC, when your child turned 2, did they automatically switch them to 1%? My only concern with switching my daughter from whole milk straight to 2% was she would be missing a lot of the fat that you would need from regular milk, and I guess a lot more of the vitamins and minerals that you get in whole milk. But I guess because WIC is government owned and they're worried about children becoming obese, that they switched them all to 1%. So if you're on WIC, comment down below, let me know if you were able to get around that in terms of not going all the way from whole milk straight down to 1% low fat milk. If you were able to talk to the WIC people and get them in between, because I don't go back until April, but I'm really considering talking to them to say, hey, I feel like it's a huge jump. Her doctor had some concerns, but told me to do this, that, and the third, so she get in her calcium and all that good stuff. But 1% is like watered down milk, and I don't drink it. So anyway, my fabulous divas, that's all I have for you guys this week on Diary of a Home Mom. Comment down below and let me know if you guys want to hear any particular mommy stories that I may have. But I definitely want to hear from my moms who are using WIC, what your thoughts is about that, and then just about anything else. I love hearing from you guys, and y'all know what to do. Y'all stay fab, because you know your girl is too. I'll see y'all guys in my next one. Bye.